been moved to the right shoulder. Southbound 75 after 8 Mile. This crash now has the right lane blocked with police on scene. Northbound 75 at Dearborn Avenue, a crash on the right shoulder. Also on the right shoulder, a crash northbound 275 right at the M1496 interchange. Stolen vehicle northbound US 23 after Lee Road has the left lane blocked with delays from Silver Lake Road. Eastbound 94 after Middlebelt, left lane closure until 3. You're backed up to Merriman Road. Eastbound 94 after North River Road. This moving work crew in the 2 right lanes has to slow from Metro Parkway. And still slow northbound 75 after Grange Hall Road. 1 lane open until 3. Next update at 1:38 from the Joe's Produce Gourmet Market Traffic Center.
And the AccuWeather forecast has a mainly cloudy wrap up to the week, but certainly breezy and warm as we make our way through this afternoon. The high topping 70. By tonight, we'll slide back to only a low of 58, and that will come with some cloudy, breezy conditions tomorrow. Windy and warm with some morning sun making way for afternoon cloud cover for the most part, and a couple of showers making their way through, especially in the midday for Saturday. The high in the mid-70s, and that record of 78 was set back in 1986. Now, by Sunday, wrapping up on a mainly cloudy note, but breezy and still rather warm, with a shower or even a rumble of thunder, and a high near the 70-degree mark. Currently, in downtown Detroit, still 50 degrees. The top news stories in 1 minute.
It's finally spring, and that means more time outside around the house. Are you still telling yourself this is the year you're going to upgrade the landscape all by yourself? Stand back to reality and call the experts at D.A. Alexander. D.A. Alexander is the award-winning landscape company, and they specialize in outdoor living design and installation. Their testimonial page is filled with great reviews on their follow-up, attention to detail, kindness, and efficiency. Call the team at D.A. Alexander, 734-427-0030 to get your landscape upgraded today.
Why risk online returns when you can try before you buy? I'm Danny Sherman from Exercise Warehouse, where our Matrix World's Best Elliptical Sale is underway. Prices on best-in-class Matrix Ellipticals for an awesome full-body workout that delivers fast results. Visit our stores in Livonia, Ann Arbor, or Utica to find your ideal Matrix fit. Remember, don't just click, come try before you buy. For Matrix, check out exercisewarehouse.net. That's exercisewarehouse.net.
Live and local, Detroit's #1 news station. News Radio 950 WWJ.
Good afternoon, I'm Tracy McCaskill. Our top story here at 1:31. A Flushing man has been charged with stalking State Attorney General Dana Nessel and her wife, along with Plymouth City Commissioner Alana McGuire. Now, Plymouth police were dispatched to Nessel's family home earlier this month for reports of a man sitting on her front porch. It's alleged that 40-year-old Christopher Baldwin had attempted unsolicited contact with Nessel on another occasion. Baldwin went to a Plymouth Commission meeting where McGuire was in attendance. Baldwin was evaluated and found to be incompetent. If he remains incompetent for 4 months, the case must be dismissed until and if he retains competency. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says that his department's workforce will undergo a 25% cut. It will eliminate 10,000 positions, including early retirement and those who accept buyouts. CBS News correspondent Alexander Tin joined us live here on WWJ.
We've heard from Democrats on Capitol Hill, for example, a lot of pushback, not just about the staffing cuts and the reorganization, but obviously the larger cuts that have been going on across the federal government that have affected the funding that a lot of states around the country, including Michigan, all over rely on for their state health departments, for health projects.
Now, the cuts include slashing 3,500 jobs from the FDA and 1,200 jobs from the National Institutes of Health. Local doctors reacting to the news earlier this week of a Michigan man who died from rabies after receiving an out-of-state organ transplant. Corewell Health transplant surgeon Dr. Krishna Puchakala says there are safety guards in place.
For deceased owners, they're hospitalized for their acute medical condition, so they do go through extensive medical testing as part of their own care until the point where they have irreversible cessation of neurologic or cardiac function that would then make them be considered for donation.
Dr. Puchakala says living donors also undergo a variety of tests for multiple infections. He added a donor passing a serious infection to a recipient is exceedingly rare and only happens in about 0.1 to 0.2% of transplants.
Hundreds of tiny plastic pieces chemicals get released into your mouth when you chew gum. They found people who chew around 180 pieces of gum a year could be ingesting roughly 30,000 microplastics. There is extensive ongoing research looking into the microplastics that are found in products we use every day. And while animal studies show they could cause some harm, there is still no evidence directly showing they're harmful to human health when ingested. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Tackling homelessness in Michigan and across the nation.
Detroit Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib has reintroduced a bill to address youth homelessness. The Youth Homelessness Guaranteed Income Pilot Program Act will provide 36 months of direct cash payments of $1,400 to people under 30 experiencing homelessness. There will also be a study on how the money impacts housing and health outcomes for those it benefits. Tlaib says young people who've experienced homelessness helped her write this bill. Luke Sloan, WWJ News Radio 950.
It was a suspicious incident at a home on Detroit's west side after two bodies were found in the basement.
Detroit police have a mystery on their hands, a double murder, and it is just not adding up. So now they're offering a $5,000 reward for tips leading to an arrest. The incident happened March 11th. A woman says that she was only gone about an hour when she came home to her DeSoto Street house, that's near Wyoming and Finkel. She then discovered the door was locked, so she had to break into her own house, and that's when she found a body on the stairs. And then when Detroit police came, they found a second body in the basement. Now, police believe that there are people in this neighborhood who have some information, and that's why they are offering a $5,000 reward. Charlie Langton, WWJ News Radio 950.
The Vice President, Second Lady, and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz are traveling to Greenland amid the fallout from the group's Signal chat gone public. Sources tell CBS News that President Trump behind the scenes is venting his irritation. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
Vice President J.D. Vance and the Second Lady arrived at a U.S. base in Greenland on Friday. Despite pushback from residents and leaders there, President Trump has had his eye on the semi-autonomous Danish territory for what he says are national security reasons.
The president is really interested in Arctic security. As you all know, that's a big issue, and it's only going to get bigger over the coming decade.
Also making the trip, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Back in Washington, the fallout is only escalating. Following the revelations this week, a military operation was discussed over the non-government approved messaging app Signal.
Now, according to the White House press secretary, a separate investigation of the incident includes the National Security Council, the White House counsel's office, and also Elon Musk's team. Inflation is back on the rise. CBS business reporter Jason Brooks has more.
The Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge rose 2.8% when stripping out volatile food and gas prices, up from 2.6% in January. Consumer spending rebounded from a decline in January, increasing by more than $118 billion. That report, combined with continuing stability in the unemployment numbers, with no noticeable impact yet from federal government layoffs, will likely keep the Federal Reserve content with interest rates for the foreseeable future.
Wall Street odds are currently pricing in 3 rate cuts in 2025, with the first one potentially occurring in June. Coming up as the news continues here in just about 2 minutes after traffic and weather.
I'm Tony Ortiz, and don't let the name fool you. Nerdfest, which begins this weekend in Novi, is more than just a celebration of nerds.
WWJ News Time here. Just about 1:38. Time for a look at traffic and weather together on the 8th. And here's Scott Ryan.
Tracy, we've got a new problem along I-94 heading into Detroit. This report sponsored by Builders First Source. On the AAA jam cams and with help from caller Katrina, a crash eastbound 94 after Michigan Avenue in Dearborn. It has the 2 right lanes blocked. Looks like it's right at Cecil Avenue. So things backing up quickly here. Crash southbound M39 after Ford Road blocks the 2 left lanes. Backups continue from Joy Road. You can take the service drive as an alternate. Northbound 275 right at the M1496 interchange. Crash still working to clear from the right shoulder. A couple of new crashes reported near Clarkson. One is at Dixie Highway and Maybe Road. Another one nearby southbound Dixie at White Lake Road. Stalled vehicles been cleared out of the way. Northbound US 23 after Lee Road. Crash is being cleared as well. Northbound Southfield after 7 Mile, and then 75 southbound after 8 Mile, and northbound at Dearborn Avenue.